Hey guys, so I wanted to talk to you about the co-treatment session that I had yesterday because I feel like it went really good and really interesting. I feel like I made quite a bit of progress. I believe I mentioned in a previous video that I was a little bit concerned because I was working with an occupational therapist that I had never worked with before. I was worried for no reason. It went completely fine with her. She had some pretty interesting um, activities that she wanted me to work on while we were doing our co-treatment session. And so I just felt like it was overall a good experience. Instead of getting into the unweighting system with the harness, yesterday was the first time since being out of inpatient rehab that I had walked in the parallel bars. And by walking, I just want you guys to know that I am not like picking up my feet and walking. I am picking up my left foot and taking steps, but when I try to take steps with my right foot, which had been paralyzed, and I'm trying to relearn how to walk again, basically, I am able to kind of slide it on the floor, but I'm not able to completely pick it up. So it's a little bit frustrating with that, but there is a whole process we're trying to work through to be able to lift that foot up, and we're working on my muscles and things like that so that we can get that process going. But I was in the parallel bars. I am able to move my right arm and hand and hold on to the parallel bars. So that is a ton of progress from prior to this month. Next week, I have reassessments for both occupational therapy and physical therapy. So my next appointment is tomorrow, and that's another co-treatment, but then the appointment after that is reassessments for both. So I guess we shall see at those reassessments what they feel like needs to happen moving forward. But I'm definitely very happy with the progress that I'm making. I'm very happy with the fact that I was able to walk in the parallel bars. I just feel like I make more progress when I'm in the unweighting system with the harness, and I think it's because there's a little less weight, so it's a little easier for me to like move my foot where it's not so like I don't have to slide it the entire way. Like I can actually like kind of, if I'm in the parallel bars, my foot is sliding like this, but with the unweighting system, I can kind of pick my heel up off the floor. So I can do that. Or if I'm going backwards, I can kind of put more weight on my heel and kind of slide my foot backwards that way, if that makes sense. I don't really have a better way of explaining it to you guys, so I apologize for like the lack of explanation. So hopefully you guys understand what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I feel like I'm definitely making progress. One of the activities that the occupational therapist had set up for me was in the parallel bars. She had different colored cards. So they're regular playing cards, and she had like every other card was a different color. So we had black and we had red. And so the red cards, she wanted me to use my right foot to slide over to the right side and then move my foot back to like center. And then every black card, she wanted me to use my left foot or my good foot to move them to the left side and then move my foot back to center. So obviously on the left side and with the black cards, I did a heck of a lot better than I did with my right foot and the red cards. But yeah, it was actually an interesting experience. I also got to do some reaching activities with both arms. So she did have me do the activities with both arms. So I can lift this arm. This is my right hand here. It just feels like it's caught in like a bunch of cement or concrete. So it's very heavy and it's not very strong, but I can lift it up. So if you see more movement on this side, it is because I can lift that arm up. It's just, it feels very heavy. And like I said, it feels like it's in cement or concrete. So we did some activities with a table in front of the parallel bars. I had to turn to that side so that I could face everything. The table and the setup. We had some cones where I was stacking cones with each one of my hands. So it was kind of like reaching across the body to do these activities. And besides stacking the cones, we also had some other card activities where she had me basically taking the playing cards and flipping them and then setting them on top of cards of the other color. So if it was a red card, I would take it off of the table, flip it over, and put it on top of a black card, and vice versa. So I do think that the co-treatment session, the third co-treatment session, definitely went well. I am very optimistic about how things are going with these therapy sessions. I just hope that they continue to do well for me, because I want to get back out there and live my life. I want things to be good, and I just want to be myself again. And, I just want to be back to my normal me and be able to be independent and be able to do everything that it is that I want to do and just live a normal life. So that is it for today's video. I know it's not super long, but I just wanted to share that with you guys because it was something that I was super happy about. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about occupational therapy or physical therapy and or my physical recovery from everything that happened in October of 2024, just let me know. I'd be glad to get something filmed for you. And with that being said, that's all I have for today's video. I will talk to you guys in my next one.